Member for Surrey-Newton.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, time and again we have asked this government to ensure that the College of Veterinary Medicine end institutional discrimination against their own members of South Asian descent, as ordered by Human Rights Tribunal. Last week I asked the minister if he would tell the college to call off their attacks on the victims of racial discrimination, because despite the ruling, the college is still on a witch hunt, continuing to harass the victims of racism, employing similar tactics that were found to be discriminatory by the tribunal. An inspector hired by the college has been threatening the same victims that they will be reported to CRA, to employment standards, among other things. Here's a quote from that inspector. "They have made a mistake. They need to do something. In this case, they took the license away. They don't want to give it back to him, period." End of the quote, Madam Speaker. These actions clearly put the college in contempt of the human rights decision. Last week, the minister said he will not tolerate this sort of behavior. So my question to the minister is, why is it still going on?
Minister of Agriculture.
Well, thank you, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question. As I said last week, and actually it's enunciated even more today when we have visitors from our First Nations, visitors from around the world, and everyone in this House representing all kinds of different nationalities, that is unacceptable that we have any organization in British Columbia that would operate in a prejudicial manner, Madam Speaker. I have advised the public members on the college of the expression of interest in this by the government. I've also advised them on what the likely outcome would be, that I hope will be on their meeting tomorrow, Madam Speaker, and I'll wait for that outcome before I make any further comment on any decision by government.
Member for Surrey-Newton on a supplemental.
Madam Speaker, it's a dithering and flip-flop by this minister is the reason why colleges continue to engage in the same tactics that were found to be discriminatory. Madam Speaker, the college isn't the only guilty party in this. This government has a hand in it as well. When they went to backstop the college with taxpayers' dollars, Madam Speaker, not to go and stand with the victims, but to stand with the perpetrator, Madam Speaker. That's their record. So, Madam Speaker, and even when this ruling came down, the government stayed silent. Then they said, well, they need to respect the independence of the college. With the record of that kind of flip-flop, Madam Speaker, you can understand why victims of discrimination do not have much faith in this minister and that he will do the right thing. So my question to the minister is this. They have ignored the ruling of the tribunal. They have been ignoring minister's direction, Mr. Speaker. Tomorrow, if they try to ignore to do the right thing, to implement the tribunal's ruling, Madam Speaker, what is the minister going to do to make sure that the law of the land are enforced immediately?
Minister of Agriculture.
Oh, that comes from you? That's really rich.
Madam Speaker.
Members.
Madam Speaker, the only thing this side of the House is guilty of is supporting the independence of a college to make sure it comes to the right decision tomorrow, that Madam Speaker, respects the decision of the Human Rights Tribunal. Madam Speaker, tomorrow, that independence will be seen. The Human Rights Tribunal decision will be reflected, I hope, by the members of the college. But I want to talk about other things, Madam Speaker, this member's brought up. The whole idea of flip-flop, Madam Speaker. Look what happens here. The Leader of the Opposition on October 22nd says, Meanwhile, the Veterinary College has indicated it intends to appeal the ruling. And then the Indo-Canadian Voice on October 29th, the leader of the opposition says the college is now considering an appeal of the ruling, Madam Speaker. Continually, the leader of the opposition doesn't know what's happening with the college. The member opposite is also jumping to conclusions. Madam Speaker, last week,
Members,
Madam Speaker, last week, the member opposite said that the government was helping the college with the indemnity program, but at no time has the province contributed to the defence cost award settled in this matter. At no time has the province agreed to contribute any award resulting in this matter. Indeed, Madam Speaker, if the member did his research properly, he would have found out that the complainant to the issue was getting support by the government through their lawyers, Madam Speaker. They're appointed by government. So, Madam Speaker, I ask the member to wait until tomorrow, and then, as all members of the House will see, we will do something, Madam Speaker. We will do something, Madam Speaker, if the college does not meet the decision of the Human Rights Tribunal.
There you go.